Hey, Sammy.
What's up, man? Hey, what's up?
Nothing. I just wanted to tell you something.
What do you want to tell me?
I don't know. It might be some kind of like secret. You might
Go
have
ahead.
to.
Go
You
ahead.
might have to come closer.
Okay, tell me.
Okay. I think there's like this special drink. This,
Special drink.
yeah, it's very tasty from a certain area that I think you know about.
Okay, I have
Mhm.
some ideas in my mind.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to give too much away, so let's get into today's episode now.
All right. We can talk about today's topic. But, before we began, I want some words to say, my friend.
Okay. You're quitting the podcast.
Sorry to do this, but
What?
as many of you know, guys, and you know, Andrew, I've been learning English for around a year now. And well, the other day I was listening to some episodes of this podcast, and I've caught myself saying something where I was making many mistakes, and I guess it happens when it comes to speaking a language that is no your native tongue,
Uh-huh.
And
Don't worry, man.
well, I want to apologize for that because it's no my intention. It's just that it gets crazy, or I get crazy, or my mind gets crazy. And I want to thank you for all those moments when you've said that it's all right and you're good. And man, that really means a lot to me because I have this fear, and I think it's normal when I want to say whatever, and it's because I just want to keep the conversation flowing. That it just happens.
Hmm. No, I think through time and everything, like things will keep improving for you. 1 year isn't very long to be learning something. Like anything, it's going to take time to improve your skills in this. So I'm excited for what the future has to bring and the podcast and everything. So take it easy, man. You're gonna be all right. So I appreciate what you said, but definitely look forward to the future.
Yes, but frankly, I wanna say thank you. I just wanna let it clear.
Well, I'll say thank you for your thank you for finally letting me convince you to do this podcast like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, basically now. But yeah, here we are, episode 11. Bringing you under the sombrero from the eyes of an American and a Mexican sharing a fresh perspective of Mexico.
Hi, buddy. How are
Hey, bro.
things coming along?
Hey, boss. How's it going? Things are going well. What about you?
No bad. I'm doing great.
I'm good to hear. We missed you all last week. We've undergone some changes with the podcast and changing things up a little bit, but I think we're gonna be back on track now
Yes, we're gonna be back.
and better than ever.
Yes, that's the plan, or that's the idea.
It's the only way, my friend, the only way, and we're gonna achieve it. But just to say something quickly, we have a good opportunity with this podcast, a good opportunity to support the podcast and also learn something new. We have a not per se a sponsorship, but like an affiliate with italki, and all of our listeners have the opportunity to use this code under the sombrero if they would like to put their money towards learning some new languages. They can put like this money towards lessons to get a discount on their first purchase. So I think it's a good opportunity if you want to learn like any language, like Russian, Japanese, Chinese, whatever language you would like to learn is pretty much available on that website. So I think it's a great opportunity.
Yes, I think you guys should take this opportunity, as Andrew said, because you can learn many languages.
Yeah, why not? Go ahead with it. But I think we were talking about something that I didn't want to tell you. I
Yeah.
wanted to keep it a secret.
Yeah, secret.
Uh-huh. Secrets are fun, no?
Yeah, sometimes.
Unless it's being kept from you.
No, no, no.
That's when it's not fun. But the secret, like we were talking about some like special drink. I think you know it. What do you think it might be?
Maybe you are talking about a famous drink that is produced in my town or the town where I grew up. And that drink or that beverage is coffee. Am I right?
Oh man, you already spilled the beans. I thought you were gonna drag that out a little longer. Okay, okay. I thought
So
you weren't even I thought you weren't even gonna say the name of the town or the coffee. I was just like, okay, okay. Very well. So we have coffee from Coatepec. What makes it so special?
because it's my town where I grew up. And do you know this girl, Natalia Lafourcade? She's a famous singer
Your
from
girlfriend?
that place. I hope so, but I think she doesn't even know. She doesn't even know me.
Okay, so only
She
in your
doesn't even
dreams.
know me.
When you put your head to the pillow, that's when she's your girlfriend, eh?
Yeah, but no, no, in this life.
Not in this life. Well, it's all right, buddy. There's plenty of opportunities. But anyways, with the coffee, so what makes it so special, like for real? Like I know this might be coming from a biased opinion, but I think coffee from Veracruz is quite popular, no?
Yes, is really popular. And before talking what or why coffee from Coatepec is so great or why it's so special, I want to say that I want to say where Coatepec is, and this place is located in the central region of the state
Canada.
of Veracruz. No, man, in Veracruz, Mexico.
Hey, you told us last time that you're from Canada, so
But this time I'm from China, so
what? Coatepec, China.
yeah.
Okay, so it's
So,
in
some
Ver
county in China.
what? All right. So it's in Coatepec in Mexico. It's in
Yes.
Veracruz.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
man, you're an expert.
Hey, I we had a challenge a long time ago. I think you remember how many states you can name of Mexico and United States, and we both did pretty good.
Yeah, I beat you, my friend.
Liar.
No, but
Don't
well,
challenge me.
now maybe we can do that on another episode. But I want to
It's
say
gonna
that
take a long
this,
time. Uh-huh.
yeah, I want to say that this state. Oh my lord, what I'm saying? This town is 5 hours away from Mexico City, and something funny to me is that when I was having some language exchanges, some people they knew a little bit about my state. So some people were reading a novel. Well, a guy was reading a novel that it took place in Veracruz port. Another girl she knew.
It's all good, man. Like it's the natural sounds of Mexico City.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
like
the
Coatepec.
proof. That's the proof that I'm living in Mexico City.
It's not a lie, guys.
Yeah, I'm saying the truth. But another girl she knew about a city called Jalapa, which is the capital of the state of Veracruz, and it was amazing because I thought all people that knew or know a little bit about Mexico, it's all the time. Yeah, I know something from something of Cancun, or Los Cabos, Oaxaca, Mexico City, but there were some guys who knew about Veracruzana music or places in the state of Veracruz.
I think that will happen amongst people that have like a deeper interest in different places that have this unique knowledge that per se aren't citizens of that country, but they have a love for the country, and I think it's quite interesting. And I think it's probably like something cool for you when somebody starts telling you about these different things, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like I couldn't have imagined somebody knowing this much about the state that I lived in for a lot of my childhood.
Absolutely, absolutely. And well, this town is known for one thing and one thing only: coffee.
Only coffee? There's nothing else? There's got to be more than just coffee. It's a Pueblo, Mexico.
Yes, there are many things why Coatepec is famous for, but the main reason is coffee. And I think Coatepec is the biggest and the most important region in the coffee growing sector.
Mm.
I don't want to be pretension of this, but I just want to say that for all I know, it's known as Mexico's coffee capital.
No way.
Yeah, I'm serious. When you wanna have a real coffee, a real cup of coffee, it's not likely that you find a better place than Coatepec.
Have you had any opportunities like growing up? I don't think I've ever asked you this. Like, I just thought about it now, but like, have you had any opportunities like to see like the farming process and everything for the coffee beans, or
I don't know a lot. I had some opportunities when I was a young guy. I saw the process, but I'm not an
60 years
expert.
ago?
70 years ago.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
It's like ages.
but when toasting coffee, I don't want to tell you the experience that your nose gets. It's dope, man. It's really dope. Every time, every time when I come back to my town, I really enjoy this aroma. That's the upside of living in this town.
I think that's a cool like opportunity to have. Like, I mean, it's different. I mean, people value like coffee differently in the United States. And obviously the coffee isn't as fresh as it would be in like a town like that where it's a major producer of coffee. And I can imagine the flavor is a lot different than buying some store brand coffee that this you kind of lose all those like really fresh elements of the coffee.
Yeah, I agree. But in this place is completely different.
Oh man. The dogs are always on to you, man. It's like you're the mailman and they're always trying to chase you. But very well. Why is Coatepec considered a Pueblo Mexico?
Why? Well, in 2006, the town was awarded with this distinction that is something like magical town. But you said, no, 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 that sounds weird in English. So I'm going to say the real Spanish um, characteristic or the real Spanish words for that, that is Pueblo Mágico. And this is a town that through time and in the face of modernity has conserved value and defended its historical, cultural, and natural legacy. That's why it was declared a Pueblo Mágico. And I think this is the reason, because it was declared like historical heritage site. And if you visit Coatepec or if you see some pictures of this town, you can observe that it mixes colonial charm with country settings. And I think that's the reason. So this town holds a big number of houses of rich cultural heritage. And when you least expect, you can discover a new colonial detail into their houses.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing because you're laughing because you heard the motorcycle. But no, I think that's a cool thing that like the town's history is being preserved and everything to kind of see like the rich history that the city, not the city, more like the town, like you're saying, it's more of a town. The town has to offer. So what other things like are there to do in Coatepec?
Well, I think this little town has many options to offer because you can go around downtown and you can see different restaurants and the square in that place. Some people they play a kind of music called danzón that I think it comes from Cuba on some place, some country in that area, and elderly people they enjoy dancing, and you can have an ice cream and have
Mm.
a really good time with your friends, your family.
Though that's those all things sound like good things to do, just to kind of like relax and get away from like any work activities or spending time with, like you were saying, family and friends. Like out of activities, what do you find most enjoyable to do in Coatepec? What's something that you got to do?
I think we have this opportunity of hiking, and I think that's really great. I've been with my friend in some parts around the town because the town is a small city. It's a town, but it's at the same time at a small city. But we have a lot of nature in this place, so I enjoy hiking with my friends. And you guys will see some pictures on our social media of Coatepec, and you'll see that's all green. And I want to say that because the ecosystem presented is tropical montane cloud forest, also known as the name of cloud forest. And basically it gets this name because of the fog saturated atmosphere. And these forests are among the most biodiversity ecosystems of the world, with often exceptional levels of plant and animal.
And out of like in while you're like in the forest, like what things will you see in the forest? What kind of animals or what kind of things are you seeing in this place that have stood out to you?
There are many plants. I don't know the real names because I know a little bit about this because when I was doing my thesis, I had to research about this, and so I
Hmm.
knew a little bit about this. But you can see some characteristic birds and some kind of trees. They have a particular name, like, oh man, I can't remember now those names, and I was studying them. But
Hmm.
Platanus mexicana, which means, well, that's the scientific name, but is the name in Spanish is Haya, but I don't know the name in English. So I just know that the scientifical name is Platanus mexicana.
Platanos, like plantains?
I think like bananas.
Yeah,
It's
platanos.
it sounds to me like that. I don't know why,
Yes.
but I know they are nearby rivers, and
Mm,
they're really tall, and the texture of the trees is like the eucalyptus, those kind of
mm,
trees. But
hmm.
I don't know.
No, you're right. Those That's something very popular in Mexico to have as like a dessert. Plátanos con cream. Those are good.
Yeah, but these um, trees are different, are not the
Uh-huh.
same. It's just the name.
Mm,
They are completely different. Is this is just the scientific name, and I know that because when I was studying, I have to do some researchers about this, but I have to go back and check it out all my notebooks.
All right, sounds good. Check it out, man. In addition to that, like, what are like you said earlier? What are like the couple popular restaurants that you have to go to that you were talking about earlier?
There are two famous restaurants. There are many in downtown and all the Coatepec town, but I think the two famous restaurants are La Cabaña del Tío Yello. That's
Wait, okay.
that's one, and the other one is Casa Bonilla.
Mm-hmm. What?
And
Go ahead.
no, go on.
No, you go.
Okay, I think La Cabaña del Tío Yello is for many people is considered the best restaurant in the region. And I
Mm.
think they're right because the quality and the taste of the dishes is incredible. The
What
I
are
think
the?
the speciality
Uh-huh.
is the trout.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, the trout in many versions, but I think a la Veracruzana style is the most famous, and they have some different restaurants or different cabañas,
Mm-hmm.
cabins. I think
Uh-huh. Exactly.
that's the name in English around the town, and they have those places where they have trouts, and you can take or you can select your own trout, and it's really fresh.
Mm. That definitely sounds like something interesting to try, no doubt, to have this experience. And that's kind of cool that you can select the exact one that you'd like. That sounds like just like a unique experience to have. And what about the other restaurant? What does it have to offer?
Well, they has specialists,
Special.
specialized. They've
Uh,
specialized in fish and
mhm.
seafood, Veracruz style,
Uh-huh.
because I think I haven't said this, that there
Uh-huh.
is a state called Veracruz, and also there is a city called Veracruz as well. And so this this place is famous, or all the coast of Veracruz is famous for its cuisine or its gastronomy. And even
Okay.
when even though when Coatepec is not located in the coast of Veracruz or next to the Gulf of Mexico, this particular Casa Bonilla restaurant, they have specialized in fish and seafood Veracruz style, and so they have many dishes in this area.
When you go to this restaurant, what will you like one of these two restaurants? Do you usually buy eat like the trout or what do you get?
You'll hate me for this, but I don't like
Oh,
I don't
I
like I don't like seafood at
you
all.
know you knew why I asked this question. I was putting you on the spot.
Yeah, I think there's, for instance, any kind of fish uh, or Veracruz style is really good for me or to me, because I've tried many times in the past and I really enjoyed it. But I'm not a big fan. I know is really tasty because I've been tried this, but I'm not the biggest fan. But
Mhm.
crabs, crab hands, lobster, they're great.
Crab? You like crab?
Yes.
Okay. Don't sweat it, man. It's okay. We all have things we don't like, so don't worry about it. But moving on, like there's a quite popular festival you were telling me about, no? Can you tell me a little bit more about like the significance and the importance of this festival?
Yeah, before we started this podcast, we were talking about the La Fiesta Patronal, which
Hmm.
is known, and well, I think the best time of the year to visit Coatepec it's in September when the whole town springs to life to celebrate San Jeronimo,
Mhm.
which is its patron saint. You know, here in Mexico we are so Catholics, and so I'm no real. I'm not into religion so much,
Uh,
but we in my town we celebrate this saint San Jeronimo, the name of the saint in in late September, to be exactly September 29th. Coatepec celebrates San Jeronimo, making it an excellent time to visit it.
well, there's a lot going on in Coatepec in September because 2 weeks before that is the independence of Mexico. It sounds like there's September is the month to be there for sure.
For sure, yeah, that's the perfect time to visit this town in the central Veracruz.
It sounds like it. What does this festival mean to you? Have you visited it in the past? Have you had the opportunity to go?
Yeah, I've been there many times because it's a celebration that occurs every single year in the annual patronal festival of San Jeronimo. There is an arch. I think I sent you some videos of this celebration of you had the opportunity to see this, and I've been there. I just like a viewer or a person that is out of that celebration, just like
What is it?
no, just I don't know what I'm saying.
No, say it. It's good to make mistakes. Take it
Okay,
easy.
okay. I've
Tell me.
been I've been there just with my family to see all the festival, but there are some people who they bring the arch
Uh,
to the church.
to kind of give like some perspective, you can help me fill in the details, but from what I was seeing in like the videos and the pictures, they carry this arch of like flowers that is beautifully decorated and everything. And they kind of bring it through the crowds. And then later they hang it up on like the church, on like the front of the church. So it's like a visual representation of.
Yes, this is a famous arch and is known as the Arco Mayor or the Mayor Arch,
Mhm.
and is constructed to adorn the main entrance of the parish of the main church. And in Coatepec, the tradition of floral arches is a source, I think, of pride and identity,
Mm.
because they really feel this feeling of this town, the mixture between the Catholic Catholic religion and the indigenous beliefs or the indigenous religion.
I think it's probably quite the experience to have to be in this place during this time to kind of like feel the energy that comes from like the people and their passion and everything through this event. I'm curious as well. Like from the video, it looks like the arch is more than like 15 meters, like 40 feet long. No, it's quite large. Probably even a little more than that, no? Or
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
yeah, maybe 15 meters to 20 meters, because
Hmm.
they're really big, and they use pine to create this arch and plants and all kind of natural things.
Yeah, it's quite the structure that is built for this, and I was amazed by the first time I saw it. It was not what I was expecting to see. It was something pretty cool to see. Like this is something that gets left that you were saying on the church for like 2 to 3 weeks. I'm like, doesn't it gonna die out after a point? Like, isn't the flowers gonna get dried out?
Yes, it happens, but I think they selected some kind of particular flowers or some particular things that
Hmm.
they change or they dry, but they keep their colors, so they can let this this arch for 2 or 3 months, and there's no a really big difference. Yeah, there's a difference, but it's no so noticeable.
Hmm. Exactly. They're already thinking ahead in this process to keep and preserve like the beauty of the arch that the people that created it that spent hours on probably, or if not days, creating this, because there's a lot of detail and everything that goes into this. So kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier, you touched on it a little bit, El Bosque de Niebla. They have some unique features in this forest to offer, no? Like waterfalls and everything.
Yeah, is this kind of ecosystem is really small, I think, or those ecosystems are small, or they are the smaller forests in the world. We're thankful that we have those kind of ecosystems in Coatepec area, and we have some rainfalls in that place, that is
Waterfalls.
waterfalls in that place. And some friends of mine and I, we enjoyed going to those places when we were young.
How many times, or what are like some of the most memorable experiences you've had in El Bosque de Niebla? What can you remember? What can you tell me?
Well, it's now in Coatepec, is in between Coatepec and Jalapa, the capital of Veracruz. There is
Uh-huh.
a ecological
Hmm.
reserve that is called Santuario del Bosque de Niebla, that belongs to the Instituto de Ecología. And I was working there, and I was trying to understand the nature, or the all the features in that place. And you can go there and see, or try to see, some animals, some birds, and at the same time you can have a meal. Or there is some area, a special area, that you can have a picnic, or you can have a meal with your friends. And I was there with my girl at that time,
With
some
my girl.
some years ago.
Ooh.
Yeah, when I was studying. And I remember that time because it was, instead of being in a expensive or fancy place, it was completely different. We
Like
was
Polanco.
yeah, yeah, yes, yeah, it was the opposite. We were with nobody around us. We were in just she and I in that place, talking for a long time.
Ooh la la.
Nah, nah, we were having a good time. And you can recall or remember those memories when you are with a friend of yours, and just talking and enjoying. We brought something to it, but it was nothing special for the occasion, but just the stories and the silence in that place, because is all cover of nature. So
Calmness. The calmness. So
mhm, the
I'm
calmness.
uh-huh. It just sounds like more natural to say in that setting.
Okay,
The calmness of the place, or the peacefulness
the
of the
peacefulness. But
I can't uh-huh.
but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I just want to tell you this time because I think that's something important to know for when describing a place like this that you just feel very at peace with. And like you're saying, like the food isn't the most important thing. It's mainly just enjoying like the place that you're spending time with and the person you're with, and sharing those memories, experiences, stories with that person is the most important thing.
Yeah,
Man,
thank
we're getting deep on this podcast, eh?
you.
Like, I enjoy it though. But is there anything that you would like to mention that we haven't mentioned that you can think of before? Or
Maybe you are invited to come my house.
okay, to have a
Oh,
drink called to have a drink.
Doritos.
What is Doritos?
Yeah, this it's not an alcoholic drink.
Uh huh. Sounds alcoholic.
Doritos is not an alcoholic drink. It's just some kind of drink that is from this area. It's not just for Coatepec. There are some other little towns like Teocelo or Jico around this area, and they
Mm.
produce this beverage, and you can enjoy this um, after eating, after having lunch, or after having dinner. They're made of coffee or peanuts or many kind of Doritos.
Is it served like both cold and warm? I'm curious.
Is a kind of beverage dessert.
Is it like served like cold or warm though?
No, it's better have it cold.
Do you have something like you could compare it to that maybe is similar to that, or there's not something very similar to that?
Well, Doritos, they are similar to Baileys.
Ah, okay, okay.
Is similar.
Without
The
alcohol.
yeah, with a little bit of alcohol, but it's not something that you want to have to get drunk. It's just like, oh man, I can't remember the name of that beverage, that yellow beverage.
You're asking the wrong guy about drinks. I
No,
don't
but
know. Uh-huh.
the other day you was talking about this. In Spanish, it's called rompope. It's not something.
Ah,
I can't, oof, I can't remember the name.
yeah, we did have a talk about this.
Yes.
What is it?
Yeah, they're similar in
What is
some
it?
way.
You didn't tell me what it is
What it is,
in English.
rompope is eggnog.
That thing's made from the heavens. There's also go ahead. I want you to say what you're gonna say first before I are you sure? Okay, okay. I know you're getting attacked by many dogs right now. It's okay. So there's I know I've told you about this before, but in Mexico there's this brand. I always forget the name of the brand. When I say it, you'll remember. It's like the red label and everything, and they have a vanilla ice cream that tastes like rompope, like eggnog. It tastes like eggnog, and it's really good. I can't think of the name of it, but it's just like the first time I had it, I'm like, why do they say this is vanilla ice cream? It tastes like eggnog.
Well, here in Mexico, they're so famous. The name of that brand is Holanda, Helados
Hmm.
Holanda, I think, I
Hmm.
guess. But in Coatepec, we have Doritos, and they are better than eggnog.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I would definitely enjoy trying to taste that as well. I would not be opposed anytime that I would receive an offer. I'd probably take you up on it.
Yeah, you are invited to visit my house.
Yes.
If you were waiting for that, this is the moment.
I don't even need to invite myself like you invite yourself to go to like Derek's
Goodbye.
the
Bye.
the hometown of Derek's dad.
Yeah, but
Uh-huh.
but now you have the invitation to visit my house and my little town and enjoy its food and enjoy its music, because I didn't say this, but around downtown there are many restaurants where you can have different dishes and enjoy
You
its.
told us about different dishes.
Yeah, but I want to say that enjoy its music, because you
Okay.
can find some groups that they play uh, Veracruzana music. They use, what's the name of that instrument? The arch, arc, no, harp.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
They used to use harps and
Oof.
sing, and can you imagine that in that place, having music, having somebody to talk with, and what else do you need?
What else do we I think that would be something quite relaxing on like the weekends to go on a date with maybe a special somebody or something like that, or with family or something, just to be at peace for a little bit. Sounds like a nice experience, a nice way to enjoy your Sunday or your weekend.
For your life.
Todos los días, every day? No way, bro. You
if
gotta work sometimes, man. No,
if you are a rich man, you can do it every single day. I'm
maybe
I'm
if you're lucky,
I'm a poor guy, so I can do it
but
just once in a while.
rich at heart, rich at heart.
Yes,
That's all that
no
matters.
doubt.
That's all that matters, my friend. But I think that pretty much wraps up for things for at today at Under the Sombrero. I really enjoyed learning about, as you call your little town, Coatepec. It was a pleasure to learn a little bit more and share it with our friends Under the Sombrero.
Yeah, it was a pleasure talking with you and explaining or trying to explain a little bit about this place in the central region of the state of Veracruz.
No doubt. I know it's very important to you, and I'm glad that we finally did this and you had the opportunity to share your love for your small town, Coatepec.
Best place in the world.
All right, man. I can't say I disagree or agree because I've never been there, so I'll take your word for it.
What are you waiting for?
Waiting for the next episode.
All right, so
Maybe I'll see. Maybe next year we'll have to plan something. But I think we should wrap today's episode. I'm Andrew.
I'm Semi from this time I'm from Coatepec.
Where's Coatepec?
Coatepec is in the heaven.
Where is Coatepec specifically in North America?
Coatepec is specifically in a beautiful country called Mexico.
Semi, where are you from?
I'm from Mexico City, my friend.
Yes! It's my favorite part of the podcast. All right, bye everyone.
Bye.